Hey, what's up? This is Michael Gray. I'm here because this is my 40th year coming up as an educator. I'm a teacher for CTE Health Science at Long Beach Poly High School. I'm also the care center counselor for mental health, wellness, and it's just we've been at a crossroads forever, 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 forever. But it's just time. We have to act. And the students that I've had in the past, my current students, we feel that we've come up with a project with a set of strategies and skills and systems that will help all students. All right. And not only our students, but our staff. And not only our students and staff, but our families. And not only them, but also the community, meaning the businesses, the faith organizations, the nonprofits, the local government, restaurants, everybody. Okay. So the title of this recorded webinar is Powerful People, Powerful Communities, right? And the subtitle is This is the Team Stronger Together Community Wellness Building Project. And what we're using are the 4 life skills for a lifetime. Goals are set all the time, especially in education. And as James Clear says in Atomic Habits, we do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our habits and our daily actions and our systems. And the students and myself are putting out there that what our education system has been and continues to put forth as a K through 12 complete set of skills is not anywhere close to what people need as they go out into the real world. This is what we're doing. Again, powerful people, powerful communities. We are working, this is our mantra every day, preparing people to be powerful. We use mind, body, spirit, and source of strength, strategies, a collective way of going about it. As Dr. Chris Emden, the amazing author of Ratchetdemic, and other amazing books, and a professor at Columbia, was a professor at USC also. I was privileged to hear him speak, and he said, we have to move from courageous conversations to brave behaviors. Think of all the professional developments you've been to as an educator, all the things you've listened to as a parent or as a student, right? As a business person, as an employee. Those are like all important conversations, but we got to move to behaviors, like take actions. Let's go. All right, now we're going to get to the last part of what I wanted to cover today. And that's this new thing that we're doing. I know we didn't invent it new like that, but it's new for us. And we're calling it collective learning. And why are we going to do this? All right. Students are struggling, and they have been forever and ever and ever. So they're struggling academically, emotionally, their attendance. The interventions are catching a few, but we're trying to go for everybody. All right. Students too many are not believing that their effort makes a difference. And too many students have an indifference to interventions, the ones that we've been using forever and ever, like tutoring and counseling. They don't use them. They don't believe that they're going to help them. All right. We also have too many students that have a low sense of belonging. So that's why we're going to do this. All right. This is some of our peer mentors, and they're doing a professional development. It was a short one during lunch with some of our teachers, some of our staff on this concept of collective learning. It was very well received. All right. What is it? We are emphasizing gains and progress instead of gaps and deficiencies. All right. This is not a 7th place trophy thing. No, this is really, we've taken stuff from Dan Sullivan's book, Gaps and Gains, and Adam Grant's Hidden Potential, and put them into this concept called collective learning. we're going to really focus on and celebrate grade point trajectory and behavior effort trajectory. So kids are going to be getting better and they're going to be achieving at high levels, but we're also going to celebrate those who started at maybe a little bit lower but have continued to make progress. That's what's going to get people to like really become their most powerful self. We're going to be lifting others up, all right? And we're going to be like really preaching that as a superpower. Who have you helped today? How much have you helped others while you're taking care of yourself? And asking for help is another superpower that we're going to emphasize. We're going to work on building self-belief and self-determination, confidence, and accountability. Like our students are not taking accountability for their actions. We're going to do it in a restorative way. All right. And we're going to work constantly at finding solutions, not doing the work for others. No, it's not collaborative learning. This is collective learning. It's building shared knowledge so everyone succeeds. It aligns with real life educational goals, excuse me, of self-determination, confidence, lifting others up, real life skills that will translate into whatever a young person wants to do with their life. All right? Learning to have accountability in a good way, in a positive way, both to themselves and accountability with their community. All right? We're all going to, as we get better at this, we're going to rise together. We're going to understand that when one person succeeds, we all benefit. All right? And we're not just working side by side, we're growing as a unified group. And again, it's not doing work for others. It's about guiding and supporting each other to find our own solutions, right? So, how are we going to do this? Again, we're going to emphasize gains. We're going to do what the Dan Sullivan book calls measuring backwards. We're going to measure progress from where people started. So even our students that are, achieving at a high level, right? They're going to need to keep making gains also, not as a pressure thing or an anxiety thing, just as this is how we do business. We work to improve and we work to help others improve. We're going to keep highlighting gains in the classroom, entire class improvement. We're going to have making gains celebrations, right? We're going to celebrate the improvement in effort, in achievement, in attendance. We're going to have gain circles where people in each class, gain groups, are going to be like talking about what they are doing better, what they're improving at. What do they want to improve at? And then one good way to do that is a journaling exercise called 3 Wins Today and 3 Wins Tomorrow. The more how is, again, super journaling heavy, not heavy like all the time, but just as a point of emphasis. We're going to build a collective learning index based on various factors like academic improvement, the focusing on the gain language. How much am I speaking in a more positive manner towards myself and to others? How much am I helping others, supporting my peers? And that's a collective learning score that's going to be celebrated. Students are going to develop forms that list improvements and able to give feedback on the project, sharing short success stories. That's more of the how we're going to do this. Here's some more how. Students actually came up with this idea as a way to support teachers. So often teachers are sitting in professional developments that are telling them, whether it's from an administrator or the district or other students, they're not doing things right. They're not doing it well enough. And it's very demeaning. Teachers come into the profession by and large to make a difference and to help and to make it sounds so cliche, but to literally make the world a better place. So students came up with this idea as a way to support teachers. The teachers and counselors are going to use data to identify struggling students. These students and their friends become part of leadership groups that the peer mentors are going to lead. All right. So it's not just them, the kids on a identified struggling list. No, it's the struggling students and their friends. So that who's the biggest support group for students? Their peers, right? So we're going to include, their friends. So their friends and their peers, but their friends are going to be part of the leadership groups. And we did this last year and it was very successful. All right. We're going to learn and use the 4 life skills, plus the gain skills, plus solution centered thinking. And then they're going to learn how to share those skills with others. These groups become support groups because everyone in friend group, they're also learning and using the stuff. That's how this magic is going to happen. Also, more how teachers and counselors are going to use data to identify students that get it academically and with effort. And these students become part of learning allies or gain generators, right? Groups like that. And then we're going to emphasize with them active listening, stress response skills, more of this problem solving techniques where they learn how to guide students that are struggling into finding solutions, right? More gain focused language, no gap focused language. And again, the 4 life skills, which is breath work, stress response, emphasizing your health, catching my negativity, and living in gratitude. And we're going to incentivize. We're going to have a bunch of celebrations, and that's what we're going to do. How are we going to get parents involved and our community? We talked about it earlier, a Wisdom Warrior Project. All right. We're going to start with our parents and alumni, right? And then we're also going to senior centers, faith organizations, businesses, and nonprofits. Who's interested in being a part of this Team Stronger Together project and this collective learning project? All right. Student peer mentors are going to build the skills of gain generators. We're going to have certification for students and for our community members, our family members. Wisdom warriors are going to share these skills through in-person meetings on our campuses and in our community, at businesses, at nonprofits, at faith organizations, Zoom meetings. We're going to have them create content, video content. Our students are going to be creating video content to put on our YouTube channel and our school website and our Team Stronger Together website. A monthly newsletter, a weekly video blast, family participation raffles. But we're going to go to families, not ask them to come to us. All right, we're going to go to them on the phone, at their house, like whatever. Like, we're really going to do this. Invite them and make the invitation like really welcoming.